James of Scotland inherited England in a PU, but England became the main country. So it'd be really cool if in EU5 they made a way to represent that idea. And you could switch to like the stronger, more better country, or more wealthy and prosperous.
I could see something like that happening, but I kind of doubt there's going to be anything actually in the game's mechanics for that.
It wouldn't even be a hard mechanic to add. You could just swap the tag.
Yeah, just switch it throughout the game, throughout the campaign. Just switch the countries, like every 5 years, as if you're playing on debug mode.
All I'm saying is it would make sense though, because that is a thing that happened historically. Different countries were leaders of PUs at different times.
What could also happen is that you just intentionally split your realm, like Charles V of Habsburg.
They have mentioned that there's going to be there are going to be different inheritance laws for different countries. So you very much can have you very much can have a case where PUs get split up due to the line of succession. That is something that will often happen.
The thing wasn't with Charles V that...
Since you have actual characters, they will probably add some form of disinheritance mechanic to make sure you can keep a PU. Though will probably be very hard. Well, in EU4, for example, they already have a disinherit button. So my guess is they'll expand it with other, actual characters, since they're a thing now, beyond just ruler and heir.
How likely is it that you can just ignore the laws and take like tyranny points or something?
Oh, I don't think you can ignore succession laws.
Just say you are the law.
Have to change them. But
most likely.
If you are the law, then you better change the law then.
Yeah, neat. Or just
I'm not talking about changing succession law. I'm saying once your ruler dies, I don't think you can decide, I'd rather this land.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to just, as you put it, be like, I am the law, and say, that's...
Just saying, maybe there's, like, the option, but there's consequences that
I don't
will
think
just
so.
ruin your campaign or something.
I really don't think that would be a thing.
We're not in the age of absolutism yet. Feudal nobles have a ridiculous amount of power. Like, even France, one of the most centralized countries in Europe, faced several rebellions from their vassals, like the most notorious being the League of Public Weal, where Burgundy incited a bunch of France's vassals to just say, you know what, screw this guy, and they had a big war over it.
Would be interesting to see that happen, to be honest.
You're going to be all right.
My sister lives in Komatsu Forge.
They've shown
Thank you, Lord Saka.
with how government capacity works, or diplomatic capacity works, instead of the diplo slots, it's going to be a lot more feasible as a large country, especially one that gets extra diplomatic capacity just from being that country, like France, to just throughout the whole game have your more distant and less controlled regions just controlled by vassals, because they won't cost much capacity to maintain. So I'm sure that I know that's something that I really enjoy, is playing with lots of vassals. So I think that based on what I'd seen so far of Spain in EU5, there's a lot of very poor control in the various reaches of the country. So I would
also assume that increasing or adding vassals would lower the chance of rebel spawning, because you're not trying to centralize the country that quickly.
I don't think it would have an effect on rebels, but it's mainly just that it would more efficiently allow you to get income from your country.
Oh, I agree. Just remember, Castile had so many rebels, so I was thinking if you gave out vassals, it would be easier to manage.
maybe. I'm very curious to see how that will work, because I'm sure that Castile is going to have a lot of problems due to, historically, that is the reason it had so many rebellions, is because they tried to centralize when they really shouldn't have. France is decentralized, and that's probably a good thing at that point in history, but the problem is that it's very ugly, and they don't like
Well,
the
for
king.
how decentralized they are, they're still one of the most centralized countries in Europe.
France? No.
Yeah.
No.
France has had a lot of increase in royal authority because of the Capets having like primogeniture after primogeniture. They didn't have to worry about partition.
And who did?
A lot of countries like Poland.
Well,
Poland doesn't count. Poland does not count.
Also,
basically tribal in 1337.
fair enough. I'm just trying to say that, for example, the Central Europe had the HRE, which was also very decentralized, and only just now is getting the Golden Bull. Eastern Europe, like I said, Poland is doing God knows what. The Ottomans or the Anatolians in a massive Thunderdome. The Byzantines are not having a good time. Tunis is still not very big. Castile is having a. Oh, yeah, sorry.
I just stumbled across. I've been looking for this place for a long time in Ghost of Tsushima, but I finally found the mountain that the dude who sells white dye lives on top of. It's marked
Perfect.
by all the white sheets everywhere. So I need to. I don't remember what drip exactly he sells. But there's a lot of white. Yes, Finnish. That Finnish grind set. Yes, blend in with the. Well, there is a snowy area later in the game, so that would be good for then. But okay. Fine. You have a point about.
Oh, sorry, you're saying?
You have a point about centralized countries and stuff, but I'm just thinking like, because I mean, you have Spain and England.
Don't get me wrong, France has a lot of vassals,
Yeah, so.
but they also did a good job of beating them.
Spain and England exist as people that are more centralized, but that's like, I mean, that's not very fair to say that. Yeah.
Also, I wouldn't consider England very centralized because they have the War of the Roses, the Three Kingdoms. The vassals do not like them. Like only what 2 generations after.
It's what you're trying to be. It's like it's the goal because Spain tried to be very very centralized. Doesn't mean that it worked. Is the point though? How
That's
we
fair.
doing today? Oh, well, I'm doing well so far, Chase. The bald man has a freshly shaven. I am very shiny chromium today. You know, shines in the light. Chatting about various things. We've talked about everything from Age of Wonders to mega campaign stuff to EU5 speculation in this voice chat the past while. I just thought I'd play some Ghost of Tsushima for a while before the Tinto talk happens.
You know, we were talking the other day, Joffrey, how's monetization gonna go whenever I'm playing a bunch of Jews and someone like Valar's gonna be in your chat?
He's been a good boy so far.
Okay.
Damn it. Yeah, no, but the EU4 segments of the mega campaign, like no EU4 stream is ever monetized because I can never I never remember to disable the Sabaton music. So
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Too slow. Oh, that worked. Oh, I didn't think that worked. Oh, that's right. There's another one. I forgot there's another goddamn
Jesus
tier.
fucking Christ.
Only the mithril katana could cut through 6 sheets of bamboo.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, that's the one good thing about it, the mithril katana, is that it wouldn't dull very easily.
But Nem, that's 7.
That is 7 fucking inputs. God damn it.
It's the dwarven
that-
number. Clearly, this means you need mithril.
Yeah, fair.
Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Bamboo! No! That was so close. Oh, I need the white dye. I need to, but I can't talk to that goon in the background. You can't see, I'm in the way, but there's a goon right behind me. My face is right where he is standing, and he's like...
Only these fails all count as deaths.
Shush. Shush you.
Chopper, chopper.
Oh, that worked, yes! Okay. Oh, I got it right. Woo! Alright. Resolve, go up. More of the funny...
Strike. Complete.
Such a pretty game, isn't it? P? Yeah, P is the, Yes. How do I get the composition right on this shot? It's gonna be...
It is nice with all the boats.
Yeah, that's about right. It keeps his head in line. With, yeah. That's good, that's good. Yes. Excellent. What is it? What are you pointing at, though, Mr. Bug? Is there... Oh! Oh, there's one of the banners down here. I see.
Interesting.
Yeet. Question, do you know how easy it is to make flags for Vic as a modder? Woo! I have never modded Vicky. No.
Not only has he never modded Vicky, that is an artist question. Completely separate from what Joffrey typically mods.
Oh, I do coat of arms stuff.
Sometimes. It's not the same in Vic because the flag moves. So you need to have texture patterns that fold on top of each other.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I actually think it does that for you.
Does it? I don't think so.
Usually in Paradox games, when they have animations like that, it's not actually something that you need to change. Or, like, account for especially, is that the code... But anyway, why do you... Seems like EU5 is using the same flag. Oh! EU5 also has, like, flag waving things. That's fair. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be an issue for me. I don't expect that'll be a problem. And if it is, then I'll just learn. I'll just learn how to do it. Or, usually, though to be honest, usually when it comes to coat of arms stuff, it's a specific group of people that really like doing them. There's usually, like, specific coders that really, and by code, I mean, like...
Cairo.
People like Cairo. There's a fella I know named Cairo. He has not been on any of my streams in a bit, but he really loves doing coat of arms. He does, like, all the Realms in Exile coat of arms, and he is... As soon as I told him I was planning on making an EU5 mod, he's like, okay, I'll make your coat of arms.
Well, Joffrey, I might have to learn victory coding just because Dark doesn't want to do it, and I don't want my country's flag to look like completely randomized.
I spend all my time alone.
If it doesn't carry over from EU4, I'm gonna have to add it.
If what doesn't carry over from EU4?
The flag on the Mega.
Oh. Yeah. I'm sure
Bring
it's not going to be that hard.
And I will
Yeah, I'm looking at a website. It looks pretty simple, but like I said, I'm gonna have to do it. If it doesn't carry over, I can't look at the other flag.
Yeah, I think
now that I understand the Nordic cross, I can't unsee it.
I think it carried you over. I don't remember. When was the last time Dark showed a conversion to Vicky? I don't remember.
It was a while back.
Oh yes, that's right. The white dye. Yes. Yes. Yes, white.
Oh, by the way, Joffrey, we have a new person in the Discord server.
Huh?
Oh, it's Scribe.
Wait, I know this man. I know this man. Isn't that one of the... I've got streamer mode on, so I can't see his full name, but yeah, that guy is on the Geheimnisnacht dev team, isn't he? Mutual friends, 10 mutual servers. Yep, that's the guy I'm thinking of. Oh boy. Oh,
Man, I
goodness.
can't wait until Geheimnisnacht adds the magic guns.
You'll gleam like frost on the cloudlit day.
I can't wait for
Goodbye.
My
Kislev
work
lore in
is
Geheimnisnacht.
impossible without the right
Oh yeah,
materials.
go. Aren't you so excited for when the Gal Moraz will be added as an adventure artifact?
Mm-hmm. Of course. Or the Ripper chainsaw you get in Warhammer 3 when you
Ooh.
send somebody to Slaneshi world.
Maybe I'll save
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna commission a legendary artisan to make me a helicopter.
Gyrocopter.
Copter, that's the word.
I'm gonna have a Chaos Dwarf make me a big old Dreadquake mortar.
Okay.
Skaven will have special
Oh.
artifacts for their
Oh.
rattling guns.
Who? Leno? I think you're someone who likes Vicky?
Yes. Why?
Ah. Well, apparently Chase in my stream chat he's one of the avid viewers of my EU5 the podcast things. He says he actually is one of the few people that likes Vicky, so while most of us are dreading the Vicky segment of the mega campaign, he's quite looking forward to it. So.
Well, honestly,
I
I'm not
don't see
dreading
why,
it that much because Vicky's basically aligned with what I wanted to do anyway.
Honestly, if the EU5 maps, if their coat of arms for the nations did like have some slight like flag waving to it, I wouldn't be surprised, since it's a fairly simple coding, at least from what I'm looking at right now about flags in Victory.
Oh, you're actually looking at like how to handle making it so that they can wave?
It's not really so like it's what she said. They wave on their own. That's
Yeah.
the feature of it, just sitting in that tile in the UI. What's actually different is how they place like the coat of arms with like the patterns and the mesh and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it's a little more complicated to set them up, is all.
Yes.
But, okay.
Because you can have different types. Like, there's even though, like, technically, Scandinavia is, a country, who forms it changes the coat of arm mesh. Like
It
how
also
it's a
changes,
pattern.
for example, subject flags.
Yes, that too.
Oh. Ugh.
Because subjects and colonies and such are all based
Flags,
on
that's
your
right.
flag.
Yep.
Because like you can change whether your flag will be in the top left corner or whatever whether you want something else or who knows.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, not dying like that. We're so soon. Not dying yet. Does look like an EU5 based on... Well, I mean, I don't dislike the moving flags. That's not gonna cause me problems. Too much, at least. Coat of arms aren't likely to take up too much of the time coding, I imagine. It really is just the big concern I have with the fact that we've got 3D characters is how hard is it going to be for me to potentially replace them with 2D portraits and have it actually dynamically change? Like, is it even going to be possible for me to have, like, oh, here is a list of random portraits it can choose from for people of this culture? Is that even going to be a thing? Because they're working off of a 3D randomized framework, so that might not even be possible. I might have to not even have the option of using 2D portraits and just have to turn them off for my mod, which would be quite disappointing. But
It'll probably be like EU4, where it's like you only really have access to the 3D models that they give you in the game.
what do you mean by only?
It's sort of like how Anbenar can't make like Hobbit-sized armies. They're stuck to like human-sized models.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're talking about for like the way that the armies move around on the map in EU4? Because they made goblin and kobold models.
That is true. They did do that. But they're still like all human-sized.
No.
Then
They are
again, I
not.
don't play goblins, so I don't think I would know.
The goblins and
just-
kobolds are very small.
I sit there and I murder.
They're like half the size of the other 3D models. But yeah, I'm just yeah, that is the thing that concerns me about the potential for EU5 actually coding those portraits depending on your character, depending on the culture. Because like, if I've got there's the one race of people that we're gonna have that have the rocks and like the different metals or stones sticking out of them, and am I gonna be even able to have like this is a random list of 2D portraits it chooses from and just complete? Because with the fact that they're going to be having it's based on just like my little bit of knowledge of the way that like, because the only 2D portrait you've got in CK3 for a character, for example, is just Muhammad, and that is just specifically him, and it's because they gave him specifically a unique DNA. So maybe, I don't know. It would probably be very janky and take a lot of time. If it's possible, it would probably take a lot of time to get right. But here's hoping. It's not like a mod needs to have the portraits. That's true. That's true. It's not like things need to be done immediately. The first things I'd be focusing on are just getting. I wouldn't even include. It would just be, relatively speaking, the simple areas that are more fundamental to the game's existence that I'd be adding.
You'll
And
endanger everyone inside if you start a fight.
The Mongols are starving and beating our elders.
other stuff
not
is
gonna
work in
lie.
progress
A
later.
prisoner who escaped.
That idea was, I'm
Your
pretty
elders
proud
had
of that
nothing to do
idea.
with that.
I came
Where
up
have
with
they
it
been
on
held?
the spot, and you were like, I
Fine.
need to find a way to
I
make
think the other two
golems
in the
unique,
houses.
and I was like,
How are you planning to get
What
in?
about-
Gates are sealed shut.
There's an opening in the fence.
their
on
hair,
the end.
teeth, and
They
eyeballs.
used it as children to sneak out.
I'll use it to sneak in. Stay out of sight until I've opened all the gates.
Thank you, my lord.
So Dark and I had a lot of conversations about those guys. It's going to be very funny to see the gold ones interacting with, the gold ones are going to have their interactions with the humans that mine gold, and that's going to be
That's so fucking god, it's so fucked.
have to see. We'll probably experiment only a little bit with trying to make underground stuff work, because that's going to be very different and weird. So, mostly just take EU5's core gameplay and then just translate it to a different map with only a few non-human people just to test the waters. take what Dark and I have learned from working on Realms in Exile, and move forward with that. Where it's like you've just got Rohan and Dunland with the one weird guy that's Saruman in the middle. Probably the sanest way to do it. Yeah, we would definitely, dwarves would not be, dwarves are gonna exist, but they're not gonna be the main power underground. They're gonna be pretty, stuck, all things considered, in their own section. They're, Dark and I are both people that we both really love writing fantasy stuff, but we do not like, what we refer to as, D&D-ifying stuff, where you just take all of the expected races, you'd say. It's like, oh, here's the humans, here's the elves, here's the dwarves, here's the goblins, here's the orcs, things like that. We just aren't gonna have orcs and goblins, for example. We're making up a lot of new stuff, is the idea, but there's gonna be elves, and there's gonna be elves and dwarves, but we're also gonna be trying to find ways to change them, to make them more unique for our own sanity. But yes, there will be underground segments of the game. I just don't know if we would try including any in the first release.
But Joffrey, how will we have our custom original character bots do anything with the dragons?
Yeah, I see. You're talking about your army of dragons levies. Yeah, yeah. You want your.
You need to break the immersion to create the immersion.
I highly doubt there'd be any playable dragons. That's for sure.
Who allowed you out of your box exactly?
Yeah.
My box.
You've been sitting here all nice and quiet this whole time. Why are you? What is this?
No. I got beef with him. He was impersonating me. Carlo Meme Shack, and now it's pinned.
Oh, it was? He was? Oh, God.
Oh, look at the pinned message in Carlo Meme Shack.
I've been actively now. I'll sort through the meme shack later. I need, because there's a lot of. I see John Henry saying, I don't want to get overtly political, and then 250 more messages of him and Baylor talking about Argentina.
It's just a pin message in Carlo Meme Shack.
Well, Joffrey, don't forget Franco's intervention.
Oh, that thing. Yeah. Oh, that's great. Oh, God.
No. Impersonation. Illegal.
Yeah. All right, exactly. I can throw you in the timeout box for sure. Yeah.
Oh no.
Impersonation. A little slap on the wrist.
What do you mean,
no,
Joffrey?
Chase.
Those
I'm not.
women.
Chase, we are not going to be doing the university that Godurja has. What the closest thing to that we're gonna have is well, okay. We're gonna have so the one thing in your typical I said we don't want to D&D-ify it, but it is going to be a world with lots of fantasy races and high fantasy tropes. But there is, so we both really like underground stuff. So there is going to be a segment of the map in the north of the map that is where the dwarves live, and that place is going to be more thin tunnels that are lined out and carved. But there's going to be another section that you could compare to Godurja's University, where it is a large collective clump of really shitty-looking tunnels. And that is going to be, the quote-unquote Underdark, representative of just a ton of... No, stop. No, you're dumb.
Dark.
This guy.
The real
Such a
question
bad-
is, when are we getting the EU5 nameless things?
Not on release, but they'll be a thing. I don't know. they'll be a thing, but I don't know if they'd be playable. Just like
See,
there's gonna be
instead of the
abominable
7 cities
snowmen,
of-
but I don't know if they'd be playable.
See, instead of the 7 cities of gold, Joffrey, I want there to be 7 legendary monsters that you can look for.
7 legendary monsters. This is your anime creeping in.
No, Joffrey. It
Bless
totally
you.
makes sense.
Bless you.
You have the Cthulhu monster in the lake first, and then you can add 6 more.
Well, one of them also has to be the giant dead turtle counterpart.
Every time I almost forget about the turtle. It's everyone except me that remembers the turtle. That's the funny thing.
Or maybe you can make it. Suppose
Shit,
the 7
shit.
cities are like a new world mechanic. You can just come up with 7 outlandish ideas for monsters that might exist in this world. Like maybe there's this massive, like, what do you call it? Escaped experimental creature that's like a massive centipede with legs or whatever, and you can look for it and see if it actually exists.
Bro is just going off with the giant centipede escaped. What the?
You never know. The gods made
Motherfucker
some
keeps-
weird creatures.
Motherfucker keeps parrying me.
Weird creatures.
I do love just really weird stuff. Like one thing that's gonna be weird about the setting is the fact that the farther south you get, it's gonna be a lot warmer, and the farther north you get, the colder it gets.
That's so weird.
Yep. And it's not because of the fucking, like, axis of the Earth being tilted or some bullshit like that. That just don't work. You can't make a fantasy setting like that. It don't work.
What do you mean? People spent how long trying to figure out the axial tilt of Game of Thrones and the orbit of the planet?
Shut up. Shut up.
Nah, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that
Shut
bullshit.
up.
The reason that it's, like, the North is colder because, like, it really is just because there's an angry god. It's that simple. There's an angry god, and she's making it cold up there and sucking up all the cold more northwards. It is that
But
simple.
But what shape is the planet? Is it a spear? Is it flat?
Is it a velociraptor?
It's-
You know-
Is it Mario
But
shaped?
it's not flat. It's shaped like a UFO.
I tried to convince my brother when he and I were both kids originally coming up with the setting to make it a flat world. He did not like it. He did not like. My brother is so scientific. He is right now, like, while I'm streaming this and talking about nerdy shit. He is on his summer break preparing to go into goddamn engineering up in
Unfathomably
the
big.
big city. So yeah, he and I are very, he was not gonna let me make our fantasy setting flat.
What about
Why not
Mario
a
shaped though?
disc?
Mario shaped? Oh yeah, he was down for that. Obviously.
Did you see what I posted, Goat?
Velociraptor shaped.
It's just the thinking velociraptor from our childhoods.
It's always been.
That is just a picture of a planet shaped like a velociraptor. That's great.
It's glorious.
Think about the daylight cycles for some of that fucking planet. Dear God.
It's
What
like,
the fuck is the weather like? Like, holy shit, the jet streams must be so weird. And what about, like, airplane travel? Can you fly from one leg to the
They're
other
just-
directly? Or do you have to go all the way up to the crotch and then back down to the leg? Like, how
They are
does this
just-
work?
It wouldn't, but
How does the electromagnetic
fantasy, it
like,
could.
sphere, like, keep the atmosphere in? Like, how?
It wouldn't. It's a
just
stupid
works.
idea.
It just works, trust me.
Hod
as
Tower
Totoro
to
intended.
get.
As Totoro intended.
Hod Towered.
It
But in any
just
case,
works.
Joffrey, I can understand why the north is so cold, but how can the south be so warm? Like, shouldn't there still be a polar ice cap?
No. Well, I mean, there's... I don't know, actually, but the point is just that, like, it's...
Because the north
she's
being cold
bringing...
makes sense, but why would
She's
the south
bringing
not
the
be
cold up there. She's just like bringing the cold up there.
So she's just funneling the cold from the south part of the like ice cap into the north ice cap somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to figure something out with Dark for sure, but we like the idea of because I mean her whole thing is that she's a petty bitch and she wants to cause pain for everyone and then like essentially Stockholm syndrome them into loving her again. So you know, like if she makes everything cold, then they'll have to love her because she helps them when it's cold.
Could she
Big
definitely
brain.
just melt the entire snow? And
Well, she
ice
could.
and cause massive water storms, tsunamis.
I mean, she did kind of sink a continent. Like, the day before the game started, she sunk a continent.
Ah, that's cool.
I thought she didn't
That's
think
fine.
that, and they did it themselves.
Well, they made it worse. They tried to stop her and made it worse.
Oh, so she still sunk it. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
My understanding was that they were prepared. My understanding was that they were preparing a ritual to stop her, but then they sunk it themselves and they blamed her for it.
She was planning on freezing over the not Europe, and like in the process of stopping her, like they delayed her a bit, but then sunk most of the continent and destroyed the not Carolingian Empire as a result of it.
Right.
So that, yeah.
But they weren't. But she wasn't going to sink the continent. She was just going to freeze it.
No, she was just gonna freeze it and force them all to love her because, you know, if it's all cold, then they gotta listen to her because she can help with that.
Of course, you know, winter is coming after all.
Shut up.
Stark must always
Shut up.
be in winter.
Usually enjoy fantasy settings without the usual tropes like dwarves and stuff more. Yeah.
That's going in the book, Chase.
You could say it's
Why the fuck do you have to single out the dwarves, the greatest of
Go. Have I not told you yet that my dwarves, almost all of my dwarves, only this like one clan of very evil dwarves have beards.
Yeah.
So
Do they at
they
least
just
have
bigger
like
gnomes
slight
then.
facial hair?
They have no
don't
hair.
have-
They're hairless, but like thumbs. They are
Bald
small,
dwarves?
bald,
this
hairless fucking gremlins. However, they are all like, but so that like they're gremlin dwarves, but they're also like philosophical, all debating what the newest,
Right, you were
the
talking about
newest
that
hit.
part.
Yeah.
But how can
So
they be
picture-
philosophical if they can't stroke their beards?
No, they just don't. They just don't.
Well, I mean,
They just can't.
in
It's such a
caves, you
travesty.
grow hairs because hairs is a way of sensing things. Like things like do like live in caves do grow hair and like stuff.
Okay, but what
Why
about
would they be
moles?
hairless? They would just be
Moles don't
weird
have
and
hair.
stubby and really, really white.
Yeah, but goat moles don't have hair.
Moles
Yeah, moles are bald.
definitely have hair.
I could have sworn they were like hairless.
No. Yeah.
I gotta look this up. 1 second.
Looking up if moles have
They
hair.
have the
I mean,
potential to grow hair apparently.
moles.
Oh, but they
Hairy
don't
moles
actually
tend
have
to
it there.
appear in areas where hair is prone to grow. Chin, upper lip.
I mean, they have pelt.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Will there be a way to just appease her and make her feel loved?
Probably not. She's probably gonna be the main antagonist, realistically.
Yeah.
Well, there are some people who do like her.
Well, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's gonna be some people who follow religions dedicated to her,
For a
but like,
while at least.
it's gonna.
It's just-
those
no,
people
the
are in
idea
the
is
process of getting murdered the shit out of because everyone who like.
See, Joffrey, from what you were explaining me, right? There are people who remain loyal to her, and she's fine with them. But anyone whose ancestors betrayed her, she will not accept them again. Is that what we're saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
However, the people that are loyal to her are getting extremely thin at this point because because after the whole sinking of a lot of the continent and there's the crisis of, because you know, so like one of the big things that I'm really looking forward to trying to code is the fact that, while the standard EU5 gameplay is going to have the it's going to have the Black Death as an early game crisis. It's going to be quite the opposite in this mod, where it's going to be overpopulation that's the crisis. So...
And then you were explaining, Joffrey, how that one guy who she tells to go down south ends up converting to a different religion.
Yeah. There's going to be an invader from the north who, like, yeah, worships her, and then he's going to make his own faith as well. But yeah, most of the people who live in the conventional region of play that worship her are going to be in imminent danger of being murdered the shit out of by angry migrants who have no place to live and think that her people are to blame. So,
and on top of that, her just sending invasion forces of zealots down on icebergs.
yes, it's not going to be great. It's going to be a really shitty time, but I love
But it
my
would be
boy.
such a fun campaign to actually try playing as one of her supporters and restore the religion.
Well, have I told who? Do any of you guys know about Waterbridge yet? I don't think so.
I don't think you've said that name before. What is it?
There's gonna be this dude named Wendig Waterbridge.
You will too. But stay here until it's safe.
Wendig Waterbridge. And Wendig Waterbridge is gonna be he is like a self-made, like, rich boy. He is an explorer. He's gone and done a bunch of mapping in his youth and become quite rich for the discoveries he's made. And his response to the population crisis is going to be quite literally to do an exodus to the New World before people know a New World exists. He's gonna just, like, grab a bunch of the overpopulated people and just be like, alright, join me. We're gonna cross the sea and see if there's land over there and make room that way.
I understand the idea, but how do they have the ship technology to reach? I thought they didn't have that yet.
They're just gonna make it work.
I thought the only people who could reach were that guy on the island all the way to the west. The east. The guy who, like, ran away and betrayed Cabal.
Wait till you tell them about the funny sun people in the sea and are just like,
Shit.
guess we just need to keep going.
Oh no, those are, again, but they're also, like, far away. Here's the only people who are close enough, at the start of the game at least, is that one island of, like, again, what are they called again? Like the funny,
Fuck. I died.
Swing. Katana.
I gotta grab the sword. Alright. But yeah, as you're saying, people on an island? Oh, you mean, yeah, Nikeo is the island.
Nikeo with the funny crackheads, yeah.
Yeah.
The coffee crackheads.
No, not coffee, it's cocoa. They're
Cocoa, sorry, yeah.
they're making Oompa Loompas on that island. Yeah.
yeah, the one with the god
guys,
sorcerer.
Yeah, the immortal wizard guy who mind manipulates and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the point is he's the one that's
close.
like all the way over there.
They'll be close, but the thing, it's going to quite simply be a case of, like, there are going to be two or more. So you know how, like, in Anbanar, for example, you've got some factions in Anbanar that once you start, once the Age of Exploration starts, you can play as these Exodus countries to the New World. There's going to be a couple countries that Dark and I are going to be making up. It's mostly me, because Dark doesn't like coming up with names and shit. But we've got a couple already, and are probably going to make up some more, maybe a couple more. Don't want to have too many that are countries that will show up because EU5 is going to take place like over a century before colonialism starts. We're going to make up some countries that are like early Exodus countries like this. So Waterbridge is going to be one where he's going to gather just a big old fleet. Most of them are going to die along the way, but they're going to make it eventually to the New World and just see what happens. And then there's the crazy guy, Mr. Sun-Kissed guy, who's insane and thinks that he impregnated the sun, and that's why there was an eclipse. And now he needs to go find the baby. Yeah. That's gonna be a whole thing.
Yes, sir.
Baby across the ocean on the other side of the world.
Well, yeah, he's got to find where the
That
sun
could be one
goes
of
to
the
rest.
legendary 7 things to find.
His baby with the sun? Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah. One of the legendary 7 things.
When you were younger, you did make a world-building project where the only source of magic was by literally smoking black sand from volcanoes. In fact,
Now, to be fair, I've heard of a similar series, actually. There was one book series I read where the main magic
Powder
power
mages?
was gotten through, like, snorting gunpowder.
Eating it. Powder Mage?
Yeah, Powder Mage is great.
Yako was
I
telling
recommend
me
you
about
also read it.
I have not read it yet, but Yako was recommending it very highly. I
That's
like
It's so
Flintlock-
good.
that's definitely
I
something
like
Yako would
Flintlock
talk about.
fantasy.
Yeah, I was talking.
One of my favorite
maybe not
series is
recently,
also
but I was
one of
talking with
his
him a while
favorite
back.
series.
What?
Lightbringer.
Yeah, you were talking about Lightbringer as well.
Fucking good. The man can't write a female character to save his life, but it's definitely one of the best books when it comes to like twists and turns and just like character development.
Who can run?
Chase, but you know, Chase, if you're someone who likes world building and you haven't done it in a while, you can always. I don't know if you're in it yet, but yeah, you could always join my Discord server and we could chat sometime about stuff.
One of us.
He claims to have cookies as well, but
I
that's
have,
might be
yes. I claim to have
it
cookies.
might be a lie to be honest.
Oh no, he has grapes. We already know that.
Yes.
Oh,
They're sitting in the desk in front of him.
they are.
See?
Also, when you join, you
So
can't leave because
predictable.
when
Yeah,
you
I've got
join, you can't
grapes,
leave because they
and
just
also,
kill you. Can't have.
I've also got Scotch mints because I'm old, but
No,
not
shut
as
the
old
fuck
as
up.
most of, as like I
Shut
think.
up. Shut up.
Yeah, there's someone
Shut
here
up.
that's like a lot older than me, like decrepit. I think.
Shut up. It's not like my birthday isn't tomorrow. Shut up.
It's not that bad. Goats,
I
because
could totally shoot that.
dwarves can be like 300 years old. It's not an issue. You're just becoming an adult.
Alright, look here exactly.
Shit.
Bold of you to say for somebody in a strike.
God, that was close.
Upload links for Tinto Talks.
Oh, that's right. That's why you did join to upload. Yes, that's sort of, yes. Yes.
Join us, one of us.
Come
I
with me
chat
now.
some.
Time in VC.
It is an ever evolving cabal that I am gathering around myself of people that hang out in VC with me and talk about random shit. Sometimes there's a lot of us.
All day. There's some of us who just drift. There's some people who just stay all day. There's some people who pop around occasionally.
Hello.
Hello.
People who only pop in when they want something, like exactly.
I don't want anything.
Bastard.
You have nothing to offer me.
Uh-huh. And that's why you're running around under my name.
Safe here until I deal with your captors.
Trolling you is just fun.
That's not trolling. That's just me.
So yeah,
Calling
You know,
me a
Joe-
vegan, how
Joffrey.
dare you?
but you are a vegan. I have the I have a
Now that I
screenshot to
think
prove
about
it.
it,
This
you know,
is
it'd be a really
good
interesting campaign for you.
public proclamation. I am not a vegan.
Not anymore. I
It's
know.
on the internet. It'll
Joffrey, what you should do is you should play a custom character in the Mongolia region called Khotun Khan and form the Mongol Empire and then invade Japan in EU4.
Yeah, that would be so funny, wouldn't it?
Isn't there supposed to be
It's not safe here. Run.
a player there?
I'm not, oh god.
This light is
Dark is here. Dark is here. Oh god.
Yeah, the coolest guy in the server.
The coolest guy in
the
this room.
other day, the annoying
Where's
jacket.
Mysterian?
Accept Mongol's rule. Ich kann Shamagur Shuchbol.
Coolest guy in the server is here. Wow.
Yep.
What do you mean Mysterian isn't here?
It's not Mysterian.
Wow. Hello, sir. Bro just climbs in and kills 3 dudes in like 4 seconds.
You're going to be alright.
Oh god.
I still can't get over the fact that his entire outfit is red.
The Mongols
Yes.
threatened to kill my
Yes.
It is a very cool looking outfit, but it's also not at all
people. I
sneaky.
was about to give in.
You were strong to resist.
I've got
You
the
made
white
it
dye
until
now
it's
for
safe to come up.
the end game once
The
you
Mongols
are
holding
in the
Konami,
snowy
our
region.
healer, near the shrine. She'll never
Ah,
submit. I
camouflage.
fear they'll kill her.
But for now it is red.
Oh yes, Dark. Joffrey was able to cut 7 bamboo sticks. It
Wow.
was amazing.
After how many tries?
We don't talk about how many tries it took.
See, Dark, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
I couldn't agree more. What the hell is this artifact? Where are you pointing me at, Mr. Dragonfly? Ah. I missed it in there, just sitting on the floor. No, it's not about the destination. Or, wait, yes, it's all about the destination, not the journey. You're right, Chase. Nemcraft poisoned my mind. It's all about the fact that I got there in the end. Does not matter how I got there. Oh my god, this man just screeching. Holy. You're their leader. Why are you being, like... You gotta be like this, my guy? Oh.
Fishing net. Bit Holgwe. Head water Javla. You can
Make the
fish.
fishing.
Holy shit, why are there 537 new messages from 5 hours ago in the Moon Shack?
Oh, those aren't important.
The last thing I read in there was Henry saying... Henry said the words, "Now, I don't want to get too political," while speaking to Valar, and then there's like 300 more messages after that, so...
I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read it.
My respect, man. It was like a hellhole of brain rot. And then it went to Spanish for a while, and I could understand most of it, but...
Fuck! I hate these guys!
Choppy!
The stupid goddamn shield!
Get to chopping.
Are
I
you
gotta
ready
go
to
for a
talk
bit.
about the map of Italy in half an hour?
Oh, fuck, that is today. I haven't looked at it yet. Let me look at it real quick.
But is Vector...
Oh, fuck! It's all fuck!
Choppy, choppy.
Choppy, choppy. Whoosh. That was a swing.
Yeah, that's... I guess that's definitely what you could call it.
Your Wi-Fi well, it's because we love you, and we want to feel as though you're still with us, even in the darkest of times, exactly. And now
The
he's
darkest
gone.
of lights.
Even in the darkest of lights, exactly is with us.
So Dark, I was saying that you guys should name your not Underdark the Umbra Dark.
Yeah, no.
I think you should name it the Darkest Dark.
I
Same
agree.
thing!
We could call it the dark. We could call it the darkest light, and it would sound so great.
Coming for you.
You can't call it the Deep Dark though. So
I'll show you
Why not the deep dark, huh?
the pretty sure that's copyright. Isn't that a movie?
Down under. That makes sense, yeah.
The Down Under.
Yeah. It's the down under.
I like Darkest Down Under.
Oh, there's the dark down under. Yeah.
Wait.
There.
Is House of the Dragon season 2 out today?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh.
I haven't watched it though.
need to watch that.
I guess I don't have my HBO anymore.
Oh Lord, this is gonna be a busy night.
I haven't gotten someone new to watch House of the Dragon with yet.
Season 2, Episode 1. June
watch-
16th.
Then
Oh,
why
I
the
thought it
fuck
was
is
out. I thought-
Valar out here like anyways, I'm gonna go watch House of the Dragon season 2 now.
That's what I was like, oh, it's out.
Yes, it is, Chase. I am just a little bit worried because the first 4 seasons of Game of Thrones were good, and then it just fucking nosedived. So
Well,
I'm
you know
worried
why,
about
right?
I'm worried about getting invested into it again. Just
They,
have
they
them
ran
fuck
out of
it up.
stuff that George actually wrote down.
Yeah, I don't think that's quite so relevant this time around.
Yeah.
You never know.
Because he is just so done with Game of Thrones that he's putting a lot more effort into this. So hopefully he doesn't become fickle with this. Because it is yet another case of a story he already wrote, so he may well just decide at one point, it's a story I already know, I don't know, I'm tired. George Martin things, you know. Season 5 was okay, ellipsis? You sound a little... I feel like your confidence is a little shaken with that. This man won't stop shrieking. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
People are supposed to be quiet as you stab them.
I'm not stabbing him. He's just, like, he's just over there screeching at a prisoner.
Jesus Christ, these guys are just... Franco is just going off Valar.
Yes. But it's political stuff, and I mean... It's like... I don't know, Franco's like taking it personal and like... It's like a national pride thing, I guess. Or identity pride or something, I don't know.
Shit. Where'd they go? Oh. You don't see me? Oh, okay, you do. Oh, there's someone just over there. Even season 6 wasn't terrible. Oh, you are reaching now, Chase.
I think people are looking at season 6 with rose-tinted glasses because of how bad 7 and 8 were. The only reason people really liked season 6 is because their favorite characters won. Like Jon Snow and Daenerys won in those
And you
seasons.
refused.
That's the only
Stay
reason.
here until I've dealt with the rest.
That's fair.
No one is truly
I can get behind that reasoning.
Their new warlord is dead. He's taken over the headman's house.
Heck.
Maybe we need an English-only rule. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Is it that? Like, it's going that much?
There is so much. I told you I was gonna read all of this. Well,
Stop working. I kick. You stop working.
I can't read most of this.
Work. Or I
It's
kick
not
again.
bad.
It's less about the political discussion we had and more about the
Yeah.
fact that I can't read half of this.
It's just Franco basically yelling about the funny white man. They don't understand, blah blah blah. John Henry's like, it's fine, it's fine.
Well, it is kind of an issue that we don't understand. Ironically enough. That's what they're talking about. Alright. I'm gonna beat them. Sound effects barely included. I suppose making English, more. Is it who is it that's speaking Spanish?
John Henry.
Both Franco and John Henry did.
They're just speaking to each other in the
Yeah,
general
they're just having a whole
yeah.
in Meme Shack. They're just having a whole.
Yeah.
They just had a whole ass conversation in Spanish.
It's nothing bad.
I don't understand a thing, so I have no idea what's in it.
Well, the fact that I am a basic bitch Canadian white guy who can't, who even if they were speaking French could only understand a half of what they're saying, means we should probably not be allowing people to be having whole ass conversations like that in languages that are not English. How the hell did I get up there before?
If I remember right, the beginning of the conversation was funny because I think John Henry was like, you don't speak Spanish, and and like Franco was like, yeah, I do.
My horse stopped working. I kick. You stop working. I kick. You.
Yeah. Oh, that's bad. That was a bad. Fuck, that was a bad idea.
There's actually
Alright.
a trailer for Civ 7.
Yes, there's a trailer for Civ 7.
Oh, good Lord Jesus Christ.
It's a whole, yeah, it's very much, it's like, oh, I almost forgot about you. There was part of me that was just like, oh, 6 is all we'll ever have kind of thing, you know? Oh, maybe I'll finally be able to shut up my Civ 5. The Villain Glasses is my personal Civ 5 stan. Civ 7 Dev Diaries. Oh god, that's gonna be my thing now, isn't it? I'm gonna become. Once I was the God Herja guy, then I was the Realms in Exile guy, then I was the Elder Kings guy for like 2 months before I became really depressed, and then I was the Realms in Exile guy again. Then I was the lore guy, and then I was kind of just a guy for a bit. I don't know, because I stopped making the lore videos, and now I am the guy who does Dev Diary streams with his mates.
Don't worry, more to come.
More to come. I need to actually schedule, because yeah, Jamie and Jocko are both down. I need to actually schedule.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one. You can do it earlier in the day too.
Fuck. Oh god. Yeah, Chase. That I kind of, that's the reason I was playing God Herja, because it was kind of that there weren't that many when I first started streaming Crusader Kings. There were not many people playing Crusader Kings mods, and there's more now. It's getting a little, there's more people doing it that are just like playing games, but no one's streaming them still. I'm still like one of the only CK3 players that actually knows how streaming works. Which is a funny niche to have. But I started doing stuff in the first place because it was like, oh, I want to see people playing like good old Samuel Streamer, Roll 1D2 games, and OPB used to play mods all the time, but now they don't. I missed that. But now that niche is getting more occupied by other people, as I never really got into the edited video aspect of it, so I fell behind. And then became really sad and just stopped making videos for a while, so I was never really going to keep pace with them. Alright. Duel time. I'm gonna be horrible at this.
You tortured and abused my people.
Accept Mongol rule, and your people will not suffer.
You are a liar and a coward. You deserve nothing less than death.
I will take nothing less than your head.
You're a liar and a coward.
I will take nothing less than your head.
So what are they speaking right now? Mongolian or Chinese?
Japanese, if it's England in English.
Oh yeah, Japanese. Yeah. I thought one of the big problems is like all the Mongols just don't speak Japanese.
Fuck, I already died! I'm gonna do all my swings after I beat him.
We need a counter.
I used all my resolve before this fight, so I've got no healing. I have to just beat him without getting hurt, really. Buh.
Was that 3?
That's 3. singing picks up. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Who needs real armor? You could just wear the Traveler's... God, I would have probably killed him so quick if I was using the Ronin gear. Because that would basically doubles my damage. Like 50% more. Who knew that just changing your shirt makes you do more damage?
I mean, that's why I wear no shirt.
I think that's 4?
Yes. I believe.
Gonna have that super good stance. Oh. Wow. I get smacked in my chair. Oh. Bonk. Oof. Oof. Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly, I am the most powerful WoW pirate. I need to make a video on them. So I really am gonna have to start doing those Realms and Exile lore videos I keep wanting to make. And then I can make a lore video about the WoW pirates in Bani Hazard. Just extra health. Yes, I am the greatest swordsman. I am so skilled.
Put that there.
That's the handy.
There we go.
Andy.
One you should be concerned with. Hoping and seething right now.
Wow, Hendrix, isn't it? Aren't you happy that I added the pirates and you can't play them?
You know, I might as well disconnect at that point after hearing that.
No, Andy, stay,
I gave them men at arms too.
You know what?
Why have you done this? Dear God.
Oh, what have I done? I keep making people leave.
Bullied DSS1. Bullied Hendrix. You just Mr. Grumpy Pants today.
God, I so want to give this PC the fucking
I will do my best to
Indian
make it strong
treatment.
and secure.
Just banging on its side
I was about
until
to
it
say,
works.
grab a stick and smack it till it fixes itself.
I am reaching that point. If by today or
Certainly
actually till
frustrate your
Monday, if they don't send me a
You
replacement
need more
fucking
to
fan
make these improvements.
to fit into this, I will do that.
No balls, you put it on your YouTube channel.
Permit me to refine your armor, my lord.
Do I want to be?
I'll see you again.
Would it be beneficial to actually have evidence of damaging my machine?
A moment, please. It's important.
Yeah, you're gonna buy a whole new machine anyway, right?
Yes. What is it?
Not out here.
Ghost of Tsushima does look unreasonably good. It is not
Shut
fair,
the
Chase.
fuck up! Could you shut it?
Hey,
Stop
hey!
fucking play it!
I'm streaming.
Trying to sell me something?
Oh, never mind then.
Goober.
Please continue. I didn't know you were
Silly
streaming.
man.
Yeah, I'm streaming. There's just a little bit of streaming left before
Here should be fine.
before the Tinto talk starts.
Before he has to
Tell me what
leave,
this is
of
about.
course.
My neighbor, Haruo. He's acting suspicious. He sneaks out of town at sunset.
Oh, this dude's snitching on his neighbor.
Last
Wonderful.
night I followed him. He went to a burnt out house by the cemetery and met bandits there.
Wolf?
Bandits.
Yeah.
That can't be
Wolf.
good.
Wolf.
I'll find this house and learn what they're up to.
I gotta do this one quick though. I gotta do this mission quick so I can be prepared to start on time.
Thank you, Yoda.
Of course, my lord.
Sounds like the
Yeah,
psychos
me
are
too. To double check if Vector is gonna be. Oh, he's playing EU4 right now. Vector's playing EU4 right now. He's ready. Yeah. All right. God, I don't know how I've managed to convince him to listen to me rant for hours in a voice call with me about my crackhead speculation.
As well. It's not that hard to convince him since, as he himself described, he's easy.
He is so easy. He's like putty in my hands.
Devon actually finished college.
most coherent Tinto talk with Joffrey. Listen, hear me out. Hear me out. I've got an idea. God, I said I wanted to do this.
I have a plan, Arthur.
I said I was gonna do this quick, and now I've. Yeah, motherfucker. Wind stance is effective against. Whoa! Look, spin! Great, guys! Wow. Fuck. You know what? It's also effective against. Fucking. Oh, I didn't kick him. I kicked him. No. No. I'm not gonna be able to do that mission before I start. All right, I'll swing after this. Oh wait. No, they're all gone now. I wanted to kill the Mongols in the cemetery.
Hope. Hope. It's easy. I know I am.
Such a funny man, Hendrix. Hey, Hendrix, did you know? So, yeah, I've given the pirates 2 men-at-arms. They've got skirmishers and archers. And the skirmishers are called WoW pirates because they're like it's like a joke because Waco pirates, but like they're referencing WoW.
Seems deserted. That's gonna be a proper meme.
The WoW pirates, yeah. Oh, they're great. They're great.
Are they better than the Joe Average fucking Corsairs?
They're motherfucker. No, they think they're him. Their gimmick is that every single one of the WoW pirates thinks that they are him.
Oh boy.
Alright, I can't do this mission right now. I gotta end this stream so that I can start on time. Maybe I'll eat a little bit first too.
The Nemesis system used again in games. I fucking wish. Oh my god.